shade, just fertilizer, helps me grow. I think all my enemies thought you should know. Keep my lane steady, my pace won't slow. Haters my teachers, salute and go.
What is going on, you sexy moffuckers? Another classic walk. You know, I'm honestly trying to walk Marley over here as much as I can, because as soon as I leave to Pennsylvania, I'm not really going to be able to walk him as much, because I'm not going to be living with them, right? I'm going to miss you, buddy. Thank you for being with me as much as we've been. Oh, you don't want to walk now? Okay. He doesn't want to walk. I guess it's just me and you guys. Come on. Go. Inside. Come on. I gotta take him inside. Hell yeah, I'm wearing my girlfriend as a shirt. I love it. Come here, buddy. Hold on. Marley, come here. Hold on. Okay, looks like it's just me and you. Which is honestly fine. I want to do a video where I could just talk and not have to worry about, come on, buddy. Whatever. Right when I was saying that I want to enjoy walking my dog as much as I can, he's like, yeah, well, I don't. Take me back inside. Fine. More time for me and you. Anywho. Oh, dude, they got a little bird feeder. How cute. Little hummingbird feeder. But, nah. Either way, I'm excited for the shift. I'm excited to move. I feel like when I move, it's just gonna bring a whole bunch of different energy that I've been needing in my reality. And through feeling that new energy and different energy than what I'm used to feeling in my routine here, it's just gonna allow and open up for other things to be manifested. Because sometimes you shift so much internally, spiritually, identity-wise, whatever, that like you need to leave where you've been for so long. Because it's like where I'm at right now, I've been here for 7 years, and this is where I've been. This is where I shifted. This is where I had my spiritual awakening. So it's like I shifted so much. I've outgrown this old energy that I'm around, to where now that I know when I move finally in Pennsylvania, I'm gonna feel so much newer and reborn. Like I'm gonna be actually feel like I'm growing more because I'm in a new environment. It's just, I feel this all feels outdated. You know, I do feel like I do need a new change, and I'm excited. Like, I'm only 4 hours away driving from New York. Like, that'd be cool. Just vlog in New York. I don't know, I'm excited. I really am. But anywho, I hope you guys' day was good. Good night, whatever it's going. I hope it's going. But this video is, as you can tell by the title, and this is something that's how powerful we are as consciousness, that we can believe something to be so true, so much that it just becomes a part of our identity, our reality. Because that's how powerful we are. But you have the power to change that belief, just as you have the power to believe it to be true even when it's not. So this is for the people who they say, oh, this is just who I am. You know, I used to think like that. I'm kind of like a victim mentality of, oh, this is just who I am. It's just how I am. This is how it is. This is how I was born, whatever. But oftentimes that's not how it is. It's not. You just believe that it is, but it never was. It never fucking was, man. Sorry. I didn't mean to stop the video, but it's like most people are walking around believing something that feels completely true to them, but might not even be true. You know, they'll be like, this is just who I am. This is just how it is. You know, they'll say it about their habits, their emotions, their limitations. They'll be like, I'm not just confident. I'm just not confident. I'm not talented, you know. I'm just bad at consistency. I just don't got discipline. I'm just like this. This is how I am. But here's the deeper truth. What you call your personality is often just a pattern. And it's a pattern that you've repeated so many times that it feels natural that it became your identity. I mean, think about it. Every reaction you have, you've practiced. Every belief you hold, you've only reinforced. And every behavior you default to, you've repeated. And repetition creates identity because it comes natural for you. And the brain is efficient, right? Or your consciousness or subconscious, it builds shortcuts. So if you respond to stress with anxiety enough times, your brain, your consciousness, your subconscious, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? It's going to rewire. It's going to wire that as your default. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, if you respond to stress enough times if you respond to stress with anxiety, yeah, enough times, you're just going to wire to that default action. You know what I mean? You're going to naturally default to that. You know, or if you avoid discomfort enough times, your subconscious labels that as who you are, even though it's not. But it's just because you're so used to doing that. You know what I mean? But here's where things get interesting. If it was built through repetition, it can be changed through repetition. It's not set in stone, it never was. So it's like, that means that you're not fixed. It's not set in stone. You know, you're not a static being. You are always shifting, and you're not just staying one limited way of being. You know, every moment's a new moment. Every moment, you're a new version of yourself, if you choose to be. Or you can stick to the same version of you that you think you are. Or choose something different. You know? You are just conditioned. And conditioning can be rewritten. And the moment you stop saying, this is who I am, and start asking, what have I been practicing to believe that this is who I am? Everything shifts in your favor. Because now, you're not stuck. You're in control of what you will reinforce next. You choose something different. And that's where real transformation begins, is when you choose differently. Look, I used to think that I was not worthy of any of this shit. I used to think that maybe I'll never get a girlfriend, you know? I'm just ugly. This is just who I am. Nah, I was just settling for the wrong people. It's not just who I am. And a lot of people are in that victim mode. You know, that's just how it is. And they'll think that they're stuck. And nothing good will come again. And it's like by that way of thinking, it only creates resistance to even attracting better shit. Like, it can happen, but you're just delaying it, you know? Because you're thinking negatively. Just let's stop thinking negatively, bro. Like, what are you doing? It's not the end of the world. Just become aware of what you're thinking, feeling, and doing. By meditating, by breathing. Doing things that connect you to your breath if you don't want to really meditate. Meditation is the strongest one, though. But the more you connect to your breath, your awareness of your heartbeat, you're able to see, oh, fuck. Why was I believing this to be true of myself? We think it long enough, it becomes a part of us. And then, like, we'll allow that false belief to take a hold of us, you know? And all for a reason, though, to remind you how powerful you are as a manifester, as a creator. I'll say it before, I'll say it again. We're so powerful that we can create that illusion of being powerless. So I'll forget. Things will happen, though, to allow us to remember. But it's like, maybe you watching this video, you're remembering that it's not just who you are. You are everything and nothing at the same time. You're not a fixed identity. There's just a belief that we keep repeating in our subconscious mind, and it keeps replaying itself. It lingers in your energetic field until you become aware of it. When you become aware of it, because awareness is key, you choose differently. Because when you have all these ego deaths, right, you realize that the identity is an illusion. It's like, damn, I can be who I want to be then. I can play any part I want to play. I'm not just this one identity. I'm not even any identity. And that's why I always say the power of saying the words I am is powerful. You say I am long enough, you'll believe it to be true. I am worthy, I am worthy. So change your I ams into a good meaning. Instead of saying, this is who I am, or I am not worthy, I am not talented, or I am ugly, whatever. You know what I mean? I am beautiful, I am talented, I am worthy. Change the way you're talking about yourself. And watch the reality shift in your favor. All you gotta do was change the way you're thinking. That's all you gotta do. Because the body doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. So if you sit there and talk negatively of yourself, of course, and then believe that it's true, of course it's going to be hard to manifest what you want. You're thinking negatively. You have to change the way you're thinking. And that's, again, tapping into the subconscious through breathing, meditating on the sun. Allow the thoughts to just to silence. And the more you do that, the more you connect to your subconscious. The more you connect to your subconscious, the more you're able to let go of these false beliefs and thoughts and identities that you've created. And you take your power back. That the fact that you're aware of it, though, right? If you're aware of it, that's a sign, right? You're aware of it. Okay, cool. That means you're awakening. You're awake, whatever. So as long as you're aware of it, that's already a big step of it. That's already a big step. You're aware of it. A lot of people are still unconscious of the things that they should change in their life. So the fact that you're aware of it and you know what it is that you should shift, fuck yeah, okay, cool, then do it, But I promise you now, you're worthy of anything. We all are. We just gotta remember that and then fully believe it. Because it's true. So it's not just who you are, it's just who you thought you were, and you kept replaying that energy, that pattern, You want new. Let that pattern go. It doesn't serve you, it never did. You can do whatever the fuck you want. The only person, it's like, we'll make, I can't do it because of them. Them, this, that, whatever. Most of the time it was never them or this or that. It was just yourself. You were stopping yourself, and there's no need to stop yourself anymore from doing all of what you want to do. Just keep going, really. And as always, namaste, lady. As a motherfucking titty. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow.